babu wani kama da kai, ai babu wani.
Yeah, hello everybody. You are welcome to yet another edition of Africa's Realities. As usual, my name is Mr. Johnson Fulani, and today I'm out with another video. Today, I just want to talk about the ascension of Fulani people into the leadership position of Nigeria. That somewhat today it looks like the Fulanis are the political leaders of Nigeria. Well, somehow they've been able to build this hegemony and their empire into the Nigerian territory as like leaders of Nigeria. Now, I want to talk about why do we have this Fulani domineering in the political leadership of Nigeria? Well, in this video, I'm gonna come raw. I know some people will come with anger and some people will feel hatred, but I'm going to say things according to how I believe they are, according to my perspective, according to the knowledge I have. Now, I am not saying that I have monopoly of knowledge. No, I could be wrong in some of the things that I will say. I could be wrong. That is why when I say if I am wrong, somebody can come and correct me in this comment section. Instead of abuse, if you feel I'm wrong, but whatever I do, I don't do out of hatred. I just say them according to the perspective I have, according to the knowledge I have, and according to the experience I have. So I can come and say, at this point of time, this is how my perspective about this. So please, this is just my perspective. Don't come for me and don't come for my person. Now, having said this, I want you to subscribe and turn up the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be amongst the first to watch. And I just want to thank my returning subscribers, because whenever I drop video, you people are always quick to come and watch. So I say thank you. And I also want you to hit the like button so that this video can be shared everywhere by the algorithm. Please hit the like button. Now, without further ado, let me go on into the discussion of today. Today, I want to discuss about the Fulani, because it is believed that the Fulani somewhat have been domineering in the political leadership of Nigeria. And but why is that? Because number one, they are not the most enlightened in Nigeria, and they are not the richest. They don't have the population. Yes, the Fulani do not have the population. I'm not talking about Hausa Fulani now. I'm just talking about Fulani alone. They don't have the population. But somewhat, when it comes to leadership of this country, they are able to put things in order that will assuage their leadership, that will give them the platform to be leaders. And they put some right things. Now I'm going to go down history, because this discussion of today cannot be done without going down history lane. So we are going to go down history lane, and I want to say that a lot of the Southerners, especially the Igbos, the Yorubas, even the South, there is a mistake they have made, that this mistake has aided the ascension of the Fulani man into political leadership of Nigeria. So I'm going to talk about this. So just listen to me. I'm very sure you will gain one or two things very important that I'm going to say on this video of today. Now, first of all, I want to go down history lane. Now, you see, in the history lane of history of Nigeria, we knew that, especially when the white man gave independence. No, before the white man gave independence to Nigeria, we know the South wanted independence, but the North said they are not ready, because they didn't have a lot of people who have gone to school at that time, who have gone to university, so that they will not have a lot of people to be in political leadership of Nigeria at that time. And we all know that the Islamic tendency of the northern Nigeria person has not given him the right to embrace the Western education like how southern Nigeria has embraced Western education. So the northern Nigeria especially the far northern Nigeria, hasn't embraced this Western education like that. And that is why they are a bit backward. Even before independence, they were very backward about the number of people who have attained Western education. Because the typical northern Nigerian will either go to Islamic school to learn how to read Quran and know about his faith, than to think about Western education to know about his economy and his standard of living. So at that time, it was like that. And when a certain man called Sodona, who is a Fulani man from Sokoto and amongst the people, the political leaders of the northern Nigeria of that time, he now fought to make sure that there are a lot of northerners who have gone to school before Nigeria gained independence. And for that, this man is seen as a hero fighting for the interest of the North. Now, one good thing that this Sodona Sokoto Sir Ahmadu Bello did was to unite the entire northern Nigeria. During his time, he said, northern Nigeria are one people. And he brought the capital of northern Nigeria down to Kaduna town. Now, Kaduna town is not a Hausa town, but Kaduna town is when you leave Zaria, which is a Hausa town, and you are coming southward. Then you start from Bagi town, and Kaduna is Bagi. So you have finished, Zaria has finished with Hausa, and Bagi starts with Kaduna. And that is how he made sure that he brought the leadership. He could have made the leadership of the North to be in Kano and to look an entirety of Hausa look, but he brought it to Kaduna so that it will be where Hausa has ended and where the other tribes started. And that is where he put the capital, because he wanted the unity of the entire North. So when we were doing the regional system of government, Kaduna was the capital of the northern region, just like Enugu was the capital of the eastern region, and so forth. So, and then this man united the entire North, because at that time there is this preaching of North as one people, and North should think of the interests of the North as one North. And a lot of people in the early 60s, they accepted this one North, and they stood with one North. But the South has never had a one South. They have never had a one South. It is always, we are Yoruba, you are Igbos, you are Ijaw, you are Efik. There's always this dichotomy in the South, in the 60s. But it wasn't like that in the North. In the North, it was like a one North. And then the Biafra War came. Before the Biafra War, the 1966 coup. 1966 coup came, and it unified the North the more, because at that time they just look at the Igbo man as like being greedy. He wanted to take over Nigeria, he wanted to rule over Nigeria and all those stuff. And that is a call for even greater one North. And the entire North stood as one North in the 60s, early 60s. And then the Biafra War came, where the message to our fathers was that the Igbos were very greedy and they wanted to take over the entire oil of Nigeria so that they enjoy a country, only them having the oil. And the entire one North said, no, the oil should be shared. And they went into the Biafra War. And I'm talking about the perspective of the North, because if you go to the perspective of the Igbo man, he has a different perspective about the war, different from the Northern man. So the Igbo man has his reason of why the Northern people fought war against him, while the Northern man has his own different reason why he fought the war against the Igbo. He didn't really fight the war against the Igbo. If we are really going to go on the real sense, he fought for one Nigeria, let Nigeria not be broken. So this is now the basic rock of what I wanted to say. This tour and the war, and this perspective of the Igbo, they want to take the entire riches and go with them and leave every other person, kind of made this Fulani hegemony to bring the entire North together and say, no, let's be one very mighty block. If not, they will take the resources and we will left. And there was a Nigeria before the resources were there, And now the resources has come, and some people want to take it alone for them alone. So there is this unity of one North. But the South never had the unity of one South. Now, if you look at the North, we have different tiny languages. Like me now, or like Kaduna, Southern Kaduna, you will see a local government, you see like 6 different languages that no one understood or understands the other person. They totally speak different dialect. They have different culture, and they are different set of people within one local government. You sometimes go up to 10 different languages in one local government. So it's only the Hausa that you can really say, the Hausa alone, that you can say they have like almost 7 states, and they are Hausa people in 7 states. Then maybe when you come to all this Igala, Thief, you can find 8 local government that they only them, these kind of things. But mostly all other ones are just tiny tribes. So the Hausa man is the only majority tribe in the North. It's the only majority tribe. Other tribes, you can just have them pockets, or even if they are majority in their state, then they become just a little pocket in other states. Like Thief, majority in Benue State, but you see them pockets in other places, like in Cross River, like in Taraba. You just see them pockets, like in Nasarawa State. They are just pockets. So there's no language that has this carrying up to 7 states and is one people, is one language, except Hausa. So because of that, they become the voice of the North, of the one North. You see them as the voice of the one North. And the Hausas now have allowed the Fulani to be their political leaders. So if the Hausas are the voice of the North, then the Fulani now are the leaders of the Hausas. So the Fulani somehow just naturally become like the leaders of the North. So for that, Fulani being the leaders of the North, a very huge territory called the North, and you don't find one people in the South. They have always been divided people. Right from on time, they have never been unified. They have always been, we are Igbos, you are Yoruba, you are this. We are not one people, just like we now in the North, we are not one. Now we are this, you are that, you are that, you are that. But I'm talking about in the 60s, coming to the 70s, we see that it is one North. And for that thing that the South has never been a one people, and the North has always been like a one block of people, has really given the Fulani man the chance to be in the leadership position and in the position to be saying what happens or what happened in Nigeria. Now, you see, if the Igbos and the Yorubas and the South have had a way to see themselves as one block of people from the South, it will have curtailed the really growth of the Fulani man to take over everything. But you know, this Fulani, when you hear Igbo man say, "Ofe manu," you know, there's always this, we are this, those kind of people, they are those kind of people. This Ofe manu, they shit for po. I don't believe they used to shit for po again now. They are dirty, they shit for po. You know, to be sincere, I'm going to say some things and I'm going to be raw. You know, Nigeria, with the way we are, if you are with an Igbo man and you are discussing about Yoruba man, you will know how Igbo man feels about the Yoruba man. If you are with a Yoruba man, Yoruba people, and you are discussing about Igbo, you will know how the Yoruba people feel about Igbo. If you are with a Yoruba person speaking about Hausa, you will know about how Yoruba feel about Hausa. If you are with the Igbo speaking about Hausa, you will know about how the Igbos speak about Hausa. So we know what all these people, as long as I am neither Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, when I go with the Igbos, I hear what they say. It's just the same way if Igbos have come with Yoruba, there is a way they will talk against The Hausa, if the Hausa come with Igbo, there's a thing they will say about the Yoruba. If the Yorubas come with the Hausa, there are things they say about the Igbos. So it is like that in Nigeria. So when I say some things, it's not that I am fabricating it. It's from experience and being with people, So I've heard a lot of Igbos when I'm with them and we are speaking about Yoruba. They tell me, Femanu people, they are dirty, they shit in pole, they shit in leather, they do all sorts of things. Now when I'm with your Yorubas, a Yoruba, when they tell you, when you hear Yoruba man say, Omo Igbo, Omo Igbo. All that the Yoruba thinks is that somebody has come to outsmart him, to con him, to cheat him. They say, Omo Igbo. That is what he thinks. Has not come to deal with him. Honestly, has come to deal with him treacherously. So that is how he feels. And Hausa too have their own, but because I'm talking about Yoruba and I'm talking about unity of the South. So let me just be on these three. So you see, there's always that division. That division. So as long as they didn't stand as one block, they will always have to look how to have alliances with the North. And that is why, because the North at that time comes as a full one block and is seen as a power. If you look at Nigeria from independence to the 1966 coup, the alliances have always been between Hausa and Igbo. And that is why you had the Igbo as president and the Hausa as the prime minister before, because the alliance is even the Yoruba they cut away. It is after the war and the civil war that the Hausa and the Yoruba now form the alliance and like they push the Igbo at the back. Now, what I'm trying to say is that the lack of unity in the South is the one that has really aided this Fulani hegemony to take over Nigeria. And it's because, yes, Hausa people already see themselves as one with Fulani, which is that, and Hausa is a very big block. And you in the South never saw yourself as one and did not come in with a very big block. And a Yoruba man feels he has to have the North to be in power. The Igbos couldn't get the North to be in power. So there is this. Now, my ball of contention is the South, you the Yorubas and you the Igbos, you are not really watching the political atmosphere to take advantage of the political atmosphere. You have not seen that the North is no more one North. That almost 40% of the North have gone to the South. That is one thing you have not noticed. If you have known that Middle Belt is now with Southern Nigeria, is not with Northern Nigeria, you will take advantage of that. But you are not taking advantage of what the political atmosphere has given you. You all are thinking about disintegration. We'll be crying this disintegration. We have been crying it for how many years? Up to now, we have not disintegrated. We don't know when it will happen. For now, is to take advantage of the political atmosphere that has been given to you. Because the Hausa Fulani, or the Hausa, they've allowed the Fulani to deceive them into believing, because they've been having this power, really this power. Now it reached a place where they now say is Islam, power must be Islam, Islam, power, Islam. So they use Islam to divide the North. They call some people Arna, they call some people Kafre. They say Kafre is not allowed to ever be in power. They call all kinds of names. It is them, Islam, it is the Hausa Islam. They don't even recognize the other kinds of Islam. The Yoruba Islam, they don't recognize. The Kogi Islam, they don't recognize. It's the Hausa Islam. And yes, maybe they still recognize some of the very Kanuri Islam. Yes, but apart from this, and they use it to divide the North. And now the North has gotten fed up with the Hausa Fulani hegemony and the North now, and and the middle belt now is with the South. But the problem of the South now, the South is still divided. So they can achieve nothing as long as they are divided. I'm not saying you can be one people. No, we are already made different people, but we can be different people with one purpose, with some common purpose. And if it is a common purpose, like to really curtail the influence of Fulani, can unite the South and let them see there is no need for you people to be having acrimony between yourself, Igbos and Yorubas. There's no need for you people to be having acrimony against yourself. You people have lived in Lagos for many years. You people are together. You people should harmonize. There is, even if you say Hausa people will not rule, I'm telling you, in Nigeria, again, Hausa people will not rule. But it has to be an Igbo man and Yoruba man coming together and say, see, from today, let's unite. Yoruba, you rule. Igbo, we rule. Let's form this alliance. Hausa, let's form this alliance. These northern people have taken it all along. You see, my people, if the way Nigeria is going, we can never be president, we can never amount to anything except if the South has taken over, has united and has taken over power. Because whenever power comes to the North, it can never come to somebody like from my side, or a thief man or a gala man. The Hausa man will never agree. Anytime it comes to the North, it has to go to the Hausa Fulani man. So there is no even talking about us. We are not even part of the equation at all. We are out of the equation. So it is the unity of the South that you have unity of purpose. Not this hatred you have against yourself. Yoruba fighting Igbo, Igbo fighting Yoruba, abusing yourself. This is not how you will take over Nigeria. This is not how we are going to have an Igbo president. They will always have a Yoruba president because the Fulani man knows that he needs somebody in the South. And if Igbos are always fighting the Yorubas, then he will always cajole the Yoruba to him. That is what he is using. But we are not talking about Yoruba being president, Obasanjo being president, Tinubu being president. That is not what we are talking about. We are talking about breaking this whole of one set of people to have this dominance in Nigeria. Nigeria is supposed to be every odd person can have dominance. Every person can aspire to be what he wants to be. So that is what we want. So we have to break the dominance of one people, especially when they come with the idea that they are superior because of religion. Then we have to break that dominance. And what I'm trying to say, there must be unity between the Yorubas and the Igbos. You have to unite. I am telling you, we, the middle belt, we are just waiting for you people to unite. As we join you, we are taking the power back to the South. But you people are divided. You people are not united. Like we used to be united in the North. That was why the North has been holding power. We've been united in the North, but it is Hausa Fulani that has been holding the power. We don't get anything. Now we have been disunited. Now the middle belt, we are with the Southern Nigeria. But the Southern Nigeria has to be united. Then Southern Nigeria and the unity become a one block. So how can we have that influence of the House of Fulani ruling perpetually or being the kingmakers of Nigeria? Take a look at this. So there's just a way you people have to stop this or whatever it is you people are doing, and just see you people have a common interest and a common goal, especially when it comes to political goals. When you have this, the alliance of the South should be between the Southern people, not between Yoruba and Hausa. No. I am telling you, if some people don't see the Yorubas as betrayers and they go and call them, say, why are you people with these people? Come and be with us. Let's look at how can't you see how these people are? They're behaving like they are the power. They're behaving like this. These are how people talk politically to form alliance. It's not people betraying people. People are betrayers. You people are this and this. You are alienating them more from you people. Sorry, I have to say the truth. Let the truth be said. You have to. There must be courtship. You court yourselves. So when you court yourselves, especially when we want to have one over pompous people. We need to cut ourselves, cut sheep that will make us bring every puffed up person and tell you now Nigeria belongs to all of us. So I hope my message is not misunderstood. I want to stop here, but I want you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be amongst the first to watch. Thank you very much for listening to me.